Well, let's see if I can stumble my way through this little deal here on the Vespa Dark Star. Dark Star, as in Dark Star. M390 knives, they're both aluminum here. China, high-end EDC. I'll give you the link to their store. They have one on AliExpress and one on DHgate. I got you can contact them through their Instagram account, and that's how I was in touch with them. I do a lot of postings on Instagram, and so I was talking with them back through the direct messaging, and they told me about this Dark Star knife because I just don't keep up with Ollie and DHgate like I used to. There's just so much going on. But I did a video on the Vespa Ripper, which was an M390. One of the viewers was really excited about it, sent it to me. I sent it in and had it tested by our tester, by Kurt, and he did the analyzer, and yes, it's M390. And the Rockwell on the Ripper was a 59.6, I believe. And I'll correct it down here if it needs correcting, but I know it was less than 60, which would have been nice if it was 60, but it was respectable in the fact that it was real M390, and a lot of people were doubting that. You know how that goes with these kind of more unbranded or unknown knives from China, and they start throwing stuff on there. I've seen some M390 wasn't M390. Seen a lot of D2 that wasn't D2. But this is real M390. These are really actually good quality OTF knives, out the front knives. Double action out the front knives. They are not small. They are large, fairly large. That's 3 3/4 inch blade, 8 3/4 overall, about a 97 millimeter blade. You have what looks to me, and I'll double check it, but titanium actuator and pocket clip, and that's the same as it was on the Vespa Ripper, okay? The Dark Star is just a bit of a different design, and they've got this, well, inlay, I guess you'd call it, on both sides of the aluminum. This really looks like a marbled carbon fiber to me. If it's not marbled carbon fiber, excuse me, but then it's carbon fiber. But interesting overlay or inlay. And then, of course, they got these proprietary looking wild screws on here, but at least they give you the hardware for that, so you can disassemble the knife. And to me, this also looks like the same as the actuator, which I believe is a titanium pocket clip. Sits down in this machined area, just needs one screw because it ain't going nowhere, and space for a tritium insert there, okay? So you got two different things. This is obviously not carbon fiber, so they make two different iterations of this knife. This is titanium, this is carbon fiber. So otherwise, they're the same knife. Okay? Come in different colors. Did you see the one I flashed in front of here? That they call that like a gold. It looks orange to me. But I don't know if there's... Oh. Let me see. I've got the specs here. Okay, they're saying blade length 90 millimeters, overall 220 millimeters, and 119 grams. I don't know if I agree with that. I think they're understating themselves a bit. So let's check that. 90, is that 90 millimeters? All of a sudden it changed, didn't it? 90 millimeters, that's 94. And if you measure down to here, well, that's 95, 96. Which is not 3.5, is it? I mean, really, and I'm trying to grab this blade up here and not have it go through the slot at the end of the... But don't you think that's more like at least 3 5/8, if not 3 3/4? And overall, That's 8, and that's 8 3/4, which is a bit over 22 centimeters. They said 220 millimeters. I think they were closer on that than they were on the 90 millimeter blade. I'm looking at 95. So really, I'm saying it's pretty much a 3 3/4 inch blade, 8 3/4 overall. I mean, that's just how I'm rolling with it. All right. Now, let me get my calipers out here because it kind of give you an idea of what the width is with the inlay overlay. 0.55, 14 millimeters, probably about the same as this one. Let's check it out. About the same. Yeah, just about the same. Hold on. Yeah, about the same. Blade stock. 0.12, 3 millimeter. 3 millimeter blade stock here of M390. And yeah, I pulled the blade away too early. Follow it through. Yeah, they're pretty sharp. Get everything out of the way here. Yeah, pretty reasonable. Right out of the pouch. They snap in and out. That spring's pretty strong. Wow, nice. Check it out. Some traction under here for your finger. Actuator's got lots of traction on this thing here. Easy to make contact with that. Here's the back. Really good looking. So, let me show you the pouch. It's a nice stitch pouch. Microfiber cloth. That's where it goes. And oh, by the way, just in case you were curious, there's the tool for the hardware, and then you get a couple of extra screws and you get an extra spring. You know, I'd say the biggest downside about these knives is the fact that, no, it's not a knife where it's sold in the USA by a USA dealer. So it's not something where you can just return it, or a place that will refurb it or repair it. So you're kind of on your own, I think. I don't know. I mean, you'd have to check with China High NDDC and see what they would offer for any service. You know, really, in reality, I've never had any problems with these. My ripper, somebody talked me out of it finally. I think I'm going to go back and get another one because I really liked it so well. But I had it for months and never had anything. No issues at all. These are pretty easy to service. You can kind of read up. If they have little issues, there are little things you can do here and there. Putting, you know, how to properly maintain, lubricate, and etc. But, you know, and if it ever comes off track, you just pop it out and pull it back on track and that kind of thing. Because sometimes people will, you know, put it up to an object that it's not going to penetrate. You're going to force it to go off track, but then you can reset it just by pulling it out, click, pop it into place. So I've never really had any major breakdowns or issues with the Vespa OTFs. They're solid, man. Woo! That definitely makes a statement. Wow. I think they're good quality. I mean, this one here is $220. This one here, I mean, this is $210. I'm sorry. This one is $220. So $210 titanium, $220 carbon fiber. So they're not giving them away. On the other hand, and I haven't really kept up with alternative high-end OTFs, but I think just right over the $200 mark is not a terrible amount of money to pay for premium steel and a good solid construction. Wow, that's pretty impressive. And check out the feedback that's on China High-End EDC about their OTFs. Read about the Ripper, read about the other Vespa OTFs, because these are fairly new. There may not be a lot of feedback from buyers on there yet, but they're good. It's positive. Now, here's one of the big things. It's like, how much blade play? Okay, now take a look. There should be at least some fine degree of play on these blades, because it's a mechanical thing. It's going in and out. It can't be zero necessarily. I mean, it can be close to zero, but so I'm going to give you a little idea how much. Oh, wow. Ooh. I can feel it. I mean, I can tell, and I don't think you can tell. That's how little there is there. I can tell because I can feel it with my fingers that I am actually moving it, but it's very infinitesimal. Let me try this. You know, this is almost identical to the green one. You can see my fingers moving, but can you really see this blade? No. Even out here. Really, that is very, very slight. You can feel it. You can feel it, but no. That's totally acceptable. In fact, that's really tight. That's really tight. So, plunge looks pretty good. Yeah. You know, got a nice little choil on there for sharpening. Nice grind. I'm going to try and nitpick it, I guess, but I'm trying to find out where I start to do that. I mean, it's comfortable in the hand. It's kind of typical OTF that way. You adapt to it because it's just a straight line here. But the pocket clip works good. I mean, I've carried these several times, and I don't remember it being an issue going in and out of the pocket. And if I had, then I'd let you know. Now, you're sitting here over this kind of graded area. So no, I haven't really thought long term about how that would affect the lip of your pocket because of these cutouts. But these cutouts are not sharp, okay? It's almost like they were cut away and then they were stonewashed before they were anodized. And then this, of course, not stonewashed, but I don't feel any really edgy machining stuff or anything here. This is pretty smooth through here. So I'm sure there's some effect there, but I didn't notice it, and I never really thought much about how that would go over time. So in that case, maybe the Vespa Ripper would be better for you if you don't like these. These are a lot of style points, but not as basic as the Ripper. Therefore, maybe the Ripper would be more practical in that sense. To me, I like some style points. Here's what the grind looks like. Vespa, good looking knives. .2 ounces on the titanium. 3.94 on the carbon fiber. Under 4 ounces. Wow. Okay, let's kick it to grams. 111, under 112 grams. And this is 100, almost 120. So, oh, it is lighter. The carbon fiber is. I don't know if you've had any of these Vespa OTFs. Let me know. But the Ripper that I had, and I've had some other Vespa OTFs, and they've been solid. I've had a lot of other Vespa knives that I thought were really well made, as you know, in addition to the OTFs. So, yeah, I'm a big fan of Vespa. I pick and choose, but yes, I like these. I really do. I don't necessarily go for automatic knives, not usually, but every once in a while, one will come around that really makes me interested. And these OTFs are really nice, easy to carry, bam, they're out. You know, almost better than these ones that swing out that are side, you know, button lock knives. I'm not as big on those as I am like the OTFs. I really like them. If you're going to carry an automatic, hell, make it a double action OTF, right? And make it a decent quality blade steel, and we're good. So I'll send these in as well for composition testing just to confirm they're M390, and I will also send them in. I mean, also have him do a Rockwell so we can see what the hardness is, that kind of thing. And then maybe I'll pop one up to my bud in New Hampshire at Bevel Knife Sharpening and have him put a mirror on one of these. That'd be kind of really cool. Really, really sharp. Wicked sharp. All right, I'm going to leave you to it, but China High-End EDC, DHgate, and AliExpress store. I'll give you the link to that. I'll give you the link to their Instagram site so you can direct message them there or go on the store, get you a knife. Choose the color you want. Maybe go buy you a tritium bar so you can throw it in there. Nice. Interesting. Take care, my friends. We're OTF freaks today. And why not? Because we love them knives. You guys, stay sharp.